Filming in public must be a crime. I mean, why else would a postal worker attack a cameraman in the post office lobby?
You can read poster 7. I have a right to be here.
Okay,
Don't touch me. That's assault. That's assault. You're assaulting. What's your name, sir? Sir, you're assaulting me right now. This is an assault. Call the police. Somebody call the police.
Welcome to the Here's the Deal channel. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. Let's get into this video. This right here comes from a viewer to the channel, and the name of his channel is called Emergency Education Point. I want to show you this interaction that he has in this Michigan post office, and he's attacked. He is physically attacked by this postal worker, and it amazes me that when you work for any branch of the government, how your fellow government agents will look out for their own, and they will not be held to the same account as though they're something other than human beings, something supernatural. They can bruise you, they can batter you, they can assault you, and if they do it, they get away with it. If you did it to them, you'd probably go to jail for a long, long time. I want to show you this. Again, this is the channel Emergency Education Point, and I want to show you the beginning of this interaction right here. There's 12 minutes of this video that I'm not showing you. If you want to check that out without my commentary, that's going to be in the description and in the pinned comment. The link will be. Check this out.
Is this your poster 7? I was looking for that.
Did you need the city or the...
No, there's not.
I don't see your poster 7.
It's poster 7.
It's the rules and regulations for U.S. post offices.
Yeah.
Did I miss it? Oh.
It always amazes me that postal workers aren't familiar with poster 7. And in case you wonder about poster 7, I did a video on my Grease Monkey Videos channel. If you haven't seen it, you should take a look at it, because we take an in-depth look at what the heck is poster 7 and why do people need to know about it. This right here is the specific area in poster 7 where First Amendment auditors are referring. And this is the updated poster 7. It reads, photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. It says photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances. What I have an issue with poster 7 is that it's supposed to be canceled out by one of the amendments in the Constitution, and that would be the First Amendment right to freedom of press. It doesn't matter technically what poster 7 says, because poster 7 basically is a law unto itself in a federal facility, namely a post office. If you're on American soil, the supreme law of the land on American soil is supposed to be not poster 7, not the photograph section of poster 7, but the First Amendment right to freedom of press. But it's not that way, because people don't, while they say with their lips that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, that the First Amendment is the supreme law of the land, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, 10th Amendment, they say it with their lips, their actions tell a completely different story. So poster 7 says, photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances. Oh, thank you, oh gods of the federal government, for allowing me, as though you're my parent and I'm your child, to do this thing that I already have the right to do as outlined in the First Amendment. Entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, and auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order or rule, which you never see. You never see those. And then it says other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head. So basically what you have in a post office is a Constitution-free zone. Because even this rule, even though it gives exceptions, is basically saying, no, you need permission to do what you're doing if you're the other photographers. If you're doing it for news purposes, well, then you may be able to do this. It's like, thanks for telling me something that I already knew from the First Amendment. Thank you for telling me something that was already articulated from natural law in the First Amendment. So if you have any questions about what the heck is poster 7 and why people need to know about it, I'll leave the link to this video right here that I did back on August 7th, 2021. I'll leave that in the description in the pinned comment as well. Let's go back to Emergency Education Point.
I don't want to be too intrusive. Thanks.
Are you a postal employee or?
No, actually, I'm not. Here it is. Let's see if it's up to date. Just doing a quick story. It is not up to date. Doesn't mean it doesn't say the same thing. I'm not sure what the older ones say.
That is poster 7 right there.
Actually, yeah, really, it is allowed. It's not allowed for you guys. Like, if you took my picture, I could FOIA request your phone and get everything on your phone.
No, there's no flash photography in the post office, period.
No, that's not true, actually.
Yeah, it is true.
I've done a lot of research on this, and I do First Amendment audits. So I'll just open up right now and just tell you that's what this is, to see how you guys behave,
Are you a postal employee?
to see if you honor our rights
Are you a
to
postal
take
employee?
video and photograph in
Are you a
public
postal
places.
employee? Yes or no?
I don't answer questions.
Well, I'm ready to report you to the postal inspector.
Well, you could check with the postmaster, and he'll tell you I'm right.
I don't even understand what the issue is for these postal employees. I don't know why they freak out at the existence of a camera, at the presence of a camera. There's cameras all around these post offices, inside and out. Here's one right here. There's a camera. This looks like it's a camera right here.
So I'll just buy a stamp.
That looks like a camera.
But I'll hang out and see.
Here's
if
a
he's gonna
camera
try
right
to
here
make an
in the
issue with
corner.
this.
Here's a camera.
Sir, I don't want to be photographed.
Well, you're a public employee, so you really have no expectation of privacy.
This is really bizarre. I mean, law enforcement agents come in all the time with their body cams, so they're being photographed, they're being recorded, they're being recorded by their own, security system within the post office. They're being recorded by the NSA through their spy devices called their cellular phones. But now all of a sudden, when some independent journalist comes in, they just freak out. It's a bizarre action. It's bizarre to me.
Even if you weren't and you were out in public, so you still have to do your job and serve the public, or someone does.
If a camera crew
So she
came
doesn't
in
want to be on camera, so
from a local news station, I doubt there would be any objection.
she's trying to get me escorted out of the building as soon as possible. So this might get good.
Now watch this.
USPS post office.
There they are, the stars of the YouTube show. May I have your name, miss?
1764. Don't give me your name.
I'm actually not a girl. I know it's 2021, but he says don't give her your name. So, hey, how's it going?
All right, here goes some.
Well, I told him I was pretty upfront with him. I'm just doing a quick story. I'd be in and out.
Here goes some postal
Oh,
violence.
that's how they treat the public, guys.
Stay tuned.
How about that? That's what's really behind these closed doors. It's a little facade for your service, I guess.
Here we go. Here goes the aggression.
You can read poster 7. I have a right to be here. So
Okay,
don't
well,
touch
you can
me.
just-
That's
you can
assault.
just leave.
That's assault. You're assaulting me. What's your name, sir? Sir, you're assaulting me right now.
leave, just
This
leave,
is an
just leave.
assault.
I know,
Call the
just leave.
police.
We call the
Somebody
police.
call the
Just leave.
police. What's your name, sir?
Just leave.
Get off me. Don't touch me.
It truly is assault, but I would not be here. Bring a badged law enforcer. Now, emergency education point. I know you gave this to me. Here's my criticism: is having somebody call the police is definitely not what you want to do. You know what happens when cops show up. Things get way worse than they would have been if they didn't show up. But this is clear assault. A federal employee is assaulting an individual who's engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. It's bizarre behavior. It's criminal. If you did it, it would be considered criminal behavior in the eyes of a judge, in the eyes of a law enforcer, in the eyes of a state representative, even in the eyes of the person that's foisting this criminal behavior onto the cameraman.
Okay, just leave.
Don't
Just
touch
leave.
me. You're assaulting me. You're going to
just
go to
leave.
jail.
Okay, just leave.
All right? The cops are going to tell
I
you
know,
I have a
can you
right to
leave?
be here.
Can you leave?
No, I can't leave.
Can you just leave?
You just assaulted me. I'm going to file
I
a
ain't
police
assaulted
report
you.
on you
Well,
unless
can
you
just leave.
apologize right now.
I apologize, but can you
Okay.
leave? Can you leave?
No, and you
I
can't make
apologize.
me leave. I have a right to be here.
Listen, I'm trying
I
to
have
get
a
for
right
it.
to be here.
Okay, well, can you do this when I leave?
Well, that's why
I'm
you're
trying to
doing
go
it.
for it.
This is personal right now?
Okay.
Or
well,
are you
can
representing the post office by assaulting me? Because you just made yourself famous on
I just-
YouTube.
I wonder what would happen if the roles were reversed and the guy who was assaulting the other guy was a non-colored person. What would happen if it was a black cameraman? Who do you think would get involved in this case? Do you think Don Lemon would maybe say something about it on CNN? A peaceful black man was in the post office today, engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, and a white racist came up to him and assaulted him and tried to usher him out of the post office when he was doing absolutely nothing wrong, you know corporate media would just take this ball and run with it.
Bro, can you just
All right.
leave for a second?
I have a YouTube channel.
Okay,
You
that's
just
cool,
did
that's
this
cool,
to
that's
yourself.
cool.
What's your
Okay,
name?
That's cool. That's cool.
What's your name?
Eric being Rakim.
All right, thank
Can you
you.
just leave for a second?
I can't believe you did
so
that.
we just leave?
I can't believe you just did that.
I apologize.
I'm as solid
Okay.
as they come.
I know, me too. Can we just, I'm just trying to get off work, bro.
Well, I'm going to finish my story here. How many minutes till you close?
Shit, in fucking 10 minutes. Can you give me 10 minutes, please?
For what? Did they
So-
make
no,
you come out here and assault me?
No,
What's
they
his
didn't.
name? What's your name?
I'm not saying anything.
I want to speak to a supervisor. I was just assaulted by this guy, and he was sent out here by one of you.
No, I wasn't sent out by nobody. I wasn't sent
Well,
out
you
by
slammed the door at his
I-
whim.
I was just
and I'm
trying to
sure
get
you
you to-
probably said something that was private behind that door.
10
It's none of your
minutes.
business. You're not supposed to be in here doing
Just
that.
10 minutes.
What are you talking about? Come read poster 7. I have a right to do this. It says it on poster 7. Call the postmaster. Call the police. What is your name?
That was pretty funny how he ducked behind the wall right there. Some of this stuff is pretty comical from the post office point of view.
Call the postmaster.
What's
Call
this
the
guy?
police. What is your name?
Oh my God, he's still recording.
You're not going to get nothing. This is how you behave and how you treat the public. You send a big black guy out to assault me. Well, you're on video assaulting me, so
I think some auditors don't get messed with because they go into post offices in 2s or 3s. So the guy who would come out, this guy who came out initiating this violence, initiating the assault, probably would have thought twice if he had to get 2 or 3 people out of there. But because it's just one person who's alone, that's why it's always a good idea to employ the buddy system. You know, if for no other reason than at least you have another camera perspective videoing the entire assault, because it's hard to see when the guy who's getting assaulted is the one holding the camera. It's hard to actually see that assault took place. But if you have a third camera perspective, it'd be pretty easy and it'd be hard to defend.
all right, guys. So it got heated pretty quick. I did defend myself and push myself away. Reminded me of like cops doing their dirt to people.
Okay, so that's this is emergency education point. Leave him some constructive criticism. It looks like he's got, a lot of down votes. He's got 12 down votes to 12 up votes. Some people are, I think somebody gave him a hard time right here. Give him some constructive criticism. I know that there's certain things that other auditors wouldn't have done. This is all about a learning experience. We all make mistakes. Heat of the moment, adrenaline working through your blood, saying things that you probably shouldn't have, doing things you probably could have done different. So the name of this is Attacked by Clarkson, Michigan Post Office Part 1, and Emergency Education Point is the channel. Let them know I sent you. Give them some constructive criticism. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And also, I'll leave the link to what the heck is Poster 7 and why do people need to know about it, and kind of compare that against what the Constitution of the United States says, because either the supreme law of the land in post offices on American soil is the Constitution, specifically the First Amendment, or it's Poster 7, because it can't be both. One's going to attempt to cancel the other one out, and this is why it's utterly ridiculous to follow man-made laws, because they're inherently hypocritical, ironic, contradictory. So leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below.